Okay.
Did anyone have time to listen to that podcast that I shared?
Yes.
Okay, so I have my notes, but I'd rather hear from you guys first to see what you got out of it.
Well, I wish I would have been at my desk so I could have taken notes, but I listened while I took the dog for a walk this morning. I don't need to go first, but I kind of liked the way she talked about how the brain works and how we kind of a lot of times rely on the past instead of looking to the future. And I think a lot of what she said, I know you have told me, Marla, about you just got to do it. You just got to do it. You just got to get yourself in activity and do the do. And you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to know all the answers. You just have to do it. And that's how you learn. And that's how you progress. If you keep living from your past experiences, you don't necessarily progress because you're not trying anything new. I don't know. It was good. A couple of the chords really struck home with me.
Yeah, and I notice myself, if I'm in inactivity, that's when those feelings come up. You know, when you're not creating or you're not talking to people or you're just focusing on thinking. Overthinking. Yeah. Yeah. That's good, Kelly. And who wants to be next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I really thought everything Kelly said, totally agree 100%. And I liked, she said confidence comes from living in the future, from seeing, you know, that's where you get your confidence from. It's just from being future, you know, when you start acting as though this is my future, you start to gain confidence, you know, and it's those pathways, you know, we've learned that you have to change those neural pathways that we have created, like I'm not good at this, or this is not my strength. And so we've made those pathways in our minds. And the only way you can change that is by doing something different, doing something new. You're not going to get new results by doing the same old thing, right? Okay. And then she said, we need to build our failure tolerance. I thought that was really good. That was like, yeah, I need to build my failure tolerance. And you know, I was thinking about, you know, as a athlete, you know, like it's like golfing, you know, anybody ever golf? I mean, it's really frustrating. It's like the most frustrating thing you can do, but you're really crappy, like for a long time. Then you hit one good shot and you start to think, I could probably make another good shot, but you still continue to hit like 30 bad shots. But for some reason, you just keep doing it, right?
That's just what happened to me just like a couple hours ago.
Were you golfing?
Yes, every Wednesday.
I think everybody who like really like thinks they're awesome at something should go golfing. And then they'll be like, oh, not so awesome.
Yeah. And the failure tolerance is a skill.
Totally.
You know, and you don't think of that. We're not taught that skill in school.
Mm-hmm.
We're set up for failure in that whole paradigm.
Yeah. Or, you know, she said, I've never done that before. You know, just, we always say that. And so there we put up a big roadblock for ourselves. I've never done that before. So I must not be
what to do. Just tell me what to do, right?
Right. Somebody tell me what to do instead of just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something. You're not going to have any training on it. I'm just going to do it.
Yep. Because you think of every invention that's been created. Did anyone show them what to do?
Yeah.
Right.
No.
That was another thing that, you know, it just kind of makes you think. How many times did, you know, whatever fail? you know, all of it, many, many times. How many times did the Wright brothers fail?
That's what I think of. Yep. Yep. It's, we're conditioned to, be secure and know exactly how the outcome's going to be before we try something. And hey, Alicia.
Hey.
And, when we say, I want to wait to be trained, or I haven't done that yet, that what's really the root cause of that is, do you remember what she said? Anyone remember? It's fear.
Yeah.
So really it's fear. You don't think of it as fear. It's like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. No one told me how to do this, but really it's something of like what we do with this network marketing, which we've never done. It's really people skills and just trying new things. So yeah. Who wants to be next? Or Andre, are you done? That was great.
I'll go. I really like the confidence part too, because I grew up in Saudi Arabia, and my family, we were Christians for generations, and it's like, and everybody's a Muslim, and it was just it's like, you are Christians, you cannot do anything, you cannot partake in anything. It was just like bring you down. And I'm not trying to bring hatred towards them, because God tells us to love them and show love. But it was just like, and then I felt like the only way you can pass that is show confidence, feel that somebody bigger, somebody is with you walking the path. And I focused on that so much, because I felt like in this business thing, I always feel like a failure. I'm like, okay, it's like a no, 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 no. It's like a simple no. People are just so quick to say no. And one time I called Andrea because I was so frustrated, and Andrea says, Saba, think about it. After like 30, 40 no's, you get this one yes. And then you keep going. And those yeses makes the difference. And I was like, yes, that's what I need to know. And then, this accountability call. And I had a fear of this too, because I felt like, you ladies, probably there's expectations. It's like, Saba, you still don't have anybody on the team. And I'm like, I'm trying to call people, trying to do everything, but there's no judgment here. It's more encouragement. It's more talking, they're telling, I still have a fear of social media, but it's just the more I hear from people, the more I see you post, it's one step ahead. So I really focused on that confidence, encouragement you talked about.
That's good. Thank you. And you come from such different experiences than us. I think on social media, you could really share so many things that we just don't have a clue about. If you're comfortable. I mean, people are drawn to that. I'm drawn to your story, just a little bit that you shared tonight.
I agree.
I
just have to be very careful. I just don't want to bring any hatred. I mean, I've been through that, and like I've talked to other people, and then they started, because they love me, they care about me, they started feeling that little bit angry towards them. And then I started like, okay, you remember, they were taught to hate, they were taught to do this, and so we are taught to spread love. And so, but I'm very, very thankful about this. All you ladies, just keep encouraging. And every day I feel like a failure, and then when I see your faces, I'm like, okay, they're the ones who are drawing the line, and I just have to follow simply, slowly, and just keep getting rid of the fears slowly. It will take time, but I will do it.
Yeah, well, you're showing up, all this is really just learning as we go and
Mhm.
doing what's in your comfort zone, but yet also trying to get outside your comfort zone and learning a little bit more. You're not going to learn this all at once. It's an ongoing, it's changed a lot in 6 years since I started. So,
That's when Andrea did too. I took my son to basketball, and then she just yelled it across the street, and she's like, Saba. So I went and hugged her, and then she's like, Saba, if you feel lost, just come to the accountability calls. I'm like, okay. I'll do it. So I
Yep.
started
this is where we put our big girl pants on again and buckle them up really tight. And we try one more week. So you did it. Yay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Kelly, how about you?
Well, I completely echo what the other Kelly said about when they talk about you're living in the past. If you're saying, if that is your answer to everything, I've never done that before. So that resonated with me. Another thing that resonated with me is, I remember once upon a time when we met with our financial advisor and we had to take a risk analysis. So we knew like where to invest or where we're comfortable investing. And I found out, which I already knew, but to see it in black and white, I am not a risk taker at all. So for me to like step out of my comfort zone, I think just because I want to do everything well, and the chance of me not doing it well frightens the crap out of me. But I need to get better at that. I need to just let it go because I'm the hardest one on myself. It's not anybody else, Marla. And Marla, you've said stuff like that before, and it's so true. Who cares? Who cares if we fail? We'll just do it again. We'll just try something new. And that's been really encouraging for me. Even posting every day has been a step out of my comfort zone, but I've been consistent other than 2 days. So I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Yes, I've noticed you've been just sharing more, and people want to know about, they don't want something that I would post about, they want to know about Kelly, and they want to know about each of us. And I struggle with that too. It's like, what do they want to know about me? But figuring out what to post is really sometimes, I don't know. It used to be easy. I got my way to Emerald by just copy and pasting a lot, you guys. And now people are kind of tuned out to that. They don't want to be sold to, so being authentic, I think you're doing a great job of being authentic. And I hope I don't know if you've had time to look at the attraction marketing posts that I've been doing in our Road to Diamond.
I have not.
Those are really practical tips that help just make sure that you are, your presence on social media is you and not salesy. And it's not a lot of assignments or anything. It's really just more theory. I don't know. Would you guys agree? Those of you that are,
Yeah.
so, and they'll be there, if you ever want to search for them.
Yeah. Good.
So
I was gonna say, Kelly, that like fear of social media, that like, oh, what people are thinking, it's so funny how we imagine that everybody is judging us. You know what I mean? Everybody. It's like we make ourselves so big in our minds, and it's not, but it's like, I hate to even say it, but it's like, I'm so with you. Like, I totally am like 100% with you. It's pride though. Like, why do I think everybody is thinking about me? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm right there.
And then when you say it, you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds silly. Like, nobody's thinking about me. Like, I mean, my husband's probably thinking about me. That's about it.
yeah.
But most people see your posts and they're like, oh, okay. Nobody's, I imagine what other people are thinking. And it's like, my mom always says, it's nobody's business what other people think of you. Or she says, it's none of your business what other people think of you. And I was like, gosh, that really frees me up a lot. Like, it's not my business what they think of me, right?
Yep.
Guys, I got this cold. I never get sick. Sorry. And here I am sneezing on our practice run-throughs for the corporate things.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and they're like, Tawana Slavin's like, you can't sneeze. I said, I know. It's just like all of a sudden I was bragging too much. Anyway, okay, sorry, I got this head cold. But yeah, I think it was Rachel Hollis is the first one that ever said that, where I heard it was, it's not any of your business what other people think of you. And what I've learned in my 57 and a half years of life, and through all the darkness I've gone through with different experiences, some tough times, is, the ones that are judging are really the ones that are fearful and the ones that are stuck. And so you just have to pray for those people that really just base their life on judging others. God doesn't judge us. Are we doing anything bad or wrong? No, we want to help others. And so, yeah, good points. Alicia, I was going to tell you, you have some rockin' biceps there as your and shoulders.
Oh, thank you.
Are you showing
Doing
off?
my dishes. No, we just got home and I'm like, I have so much to do and I wasn't gonna come on here, but I'm here.
Yay.
I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna just, ditch out. So
So you just got back from camping.
no, we just got back from a track meet
Oh, okay. So you're
in Hillsboro. It was
Oh.
like an elementary track meet. So yeah. So I
Hot.
missed like the first 8 minutes. So I don't know what you guys are talking about, but
We're talking about that podcast that I shared. Everybody's just kind of sharing the takeaways, and I have my notes that I'm going to mention, but I wanted to hear everybody else first. And it's a lot of what you guys are saying that really resonated with me. Did you have time to watch that at all or listen? I mean,
no, I listened to like the first 10 minutes and I definitely live in the past.
we all do. I mean,
Yep.
we all do. That's why we have to learn on how to do this right. And why do only, 3% of the people make it to the top of this company? Because we're
Mhm.
not schooled in this. We talk to the people that haven't done it, or we let people that haven't done it affect how we feel about it. We don't talk to the
Yeah.
experts.
Very true.
You got to hang out with the experts.
Yes.
And Wednesday nights, we're the experts
Yeah.
at 9:00. But like, listen to the podcast that Plexus Jewels have. There's a lot of podcasts. Oh my gosh. I'll have to make a list of the gals that are Jewels that do podcasts that are from Plexus. I don't know if you guys even know them all. Abby Kappa. We know Brooke Hemingway's husband does. And then we have Brooke Kavit. She's a nurse practitioner. She would be Wesley Bishop's sponsor. And I know there's more, but I can't think of them right now. Jessica Heffley, but I think they can really help us when we're stuck or when we're feeling funky. So, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about chat parties too. Hi, Lois. If she's on. And Gina.
Hello.
I don't know if you had time to listen to that podcast, Lois, did you?
I don't think so. Which one is that?
I shared it in the comments in the post that I did today about this call.
Okay, no, I didn't.
So it's in the comments there if you want to listen to it. It's really good. It talks about past focused rather than or future focused.
Okay, thank
Um,
you.
Yeah, it's really a good one to listen to. And Gina, did you have time to listen
To what?
to that podcast?
No.
Okay. Gina and Lois were on my lunch and learn today with me. Did you guys watch that?
I did that today.
Yes. And I could say, I kind of freaked out, like feel like I'm not really prepared for it, but it went fine. I kept it to a half an hour. We had 151 people do the sub club. And I said on the video, I said, Connie Birchnow, I said, Connie's so lucky. I hit it. Who do you think wins? Connie.
Right after she said that.
After I said it, it was ironic. But I talked about, I used information out of this book, this cookbook, Leaky Gut. It's a 4-week meal plan. So I talked about kind of the beginning preface to it. It was pretty good. So anyway, back to the notes. I'll go back to the podcast. I'm just going to read kind of what my takeaways were. And I can picture myself doing this through, and then I really thought when I hit Emerald, they would hand me this little curriculum guide and I wouldn't have to think anymore. But it's nothing changes, you just have more options. So the base of it is working your business and working with people, and, it can get to be bigger if you want it, but, so yeah, like we talked about, when you say, I don't know how to do it because, or I've never done it before, I can't do this. It really means, what are you afraid of? Bottom line is failure, right? Which is fear. So the root of that is fear, and to learn how to recognize it. And that thought really is poisonous in your mind with anything, not just what we do here. And it does nothing for you. It's past focused. And like we say, present focus is the now, and you can either choose to be past focused or future focused in your present focus, of course. But if you're past focused, we look to our past to define our future. We use the past to define who we are, to create our blueprint. But when we look to our past for our identity, we just keep creating the same life over and over again, right? You just stay stuck. So there'll be nothing new. When you look to your past to create your future, it just won't happen. There will be nothing new. If you say you cannot do it because you have never done it before, you're never gonna change. You cannot let that thought stop you. Like she was talking about, she was writing a book, and she's like, she's never written a book before, but she said she can overthink it, but yet really what it is turn on the computer, start typing, and then the rest you learn, or start writing or whatever. So it's not having done something should never be the reason to not do something new. So I want to start XYZ, like think of something in your business right now that you haven't done before, but you want to do, but you haven't done it because you haven't been shown how to do it. Put it in the chat. Put like 5 things that you can think of. Or even one thing. Reels, okay. Instagram, chat party, Dual Live, Reels, healthy eating course for kids, more lives rather than videos recorded. There you go, Kelly. Get comfortable with the bloopers. And so like with Reels, I hadn't done Reels. I put on my calendar to watch videos, practice, watch videos, practice. I still can't point to the words and they appear, but I don't care. You can still do a Reels without that, right? So I know this much in the world of Reels. Is my business like not successful because I don't know how to do Reels perfectly? No, that's a piece of, so what we want someone to just train us, just show me how. And somebody, I can't remember, probably Helen told me probably years ago, Marla, if you want to learn something, just figure it out. And that's probably the best advice I ever had. I mean, because you just end up figuring it out and figuring out how to do it better. Okay, I want to skip some because some of this is we've talked about. So you can be successful doing things that you've never been trained to do and that you've never done before. That's what getting to Sapphire is. That's what getting to gold is, right? Where you're at is something none of us ever did before, right? Your past success is not what determines your future success. Your current way of thinking is what determines your future success, not your past actions. How you think about how you can show up today creates your success. Your past actions do nothing for you. They sit there and do nothing. Freedom is living from your future. When you have a life that you want by thinking from your future, when you start to create things that you are not sure are possible, that's what success is. So 5 thoughts about your business that you have. So after we leave this, and you guys, if you're thinking of things, just try and make notes of what you're thinking about and focus on, are they past focused? Are they negative? You know, that just means that you just have to buckle down probably and just do whatever that thought is that's negative or about your business that's holding you back. When you can envision a future that you have not done, then you're going to try and fall, and then you're going to win. And that's what's, you know, we're trained to go to school, get a degree, you know, apply for a job, you know, and this is so opposite of that. This, you have to believe in what's not there. There's a position, but you're not applying for it. There's no interview, no security, right? But you do need to be really future focused. Learning to go is how the job is done. I always say we learn as we go. You guys are probably sick of me saying it, right? Develop the skill set, failure tolerance to be by the trying and failing and falling or failing, whatever. So the only way to develop it is to keep getting the no's, keep trying to do parties, keep, you know, doing the do. The more you become tolerant of rejections and things not working out, the better you're going to have the skill of developing that and be okay with it. Doesn't mean your business failed. It just means we need to change something in this a little bit. If you keep doing what you've done, you'll keep getting what you have. We have new inventions in our world because people created and tried. The possibility of you having never done anything and doing it means you will get to create a new experience and keep the juices flowing. The feeling of not knowing really sucks, right? And the fear sucks, but you must learn to manage those feelings. If you're not doing something right now because you have never done it before, it is a sign that, you know, you're stuck. You're letting it win. Saying you can't do something until you have figured it out is like saying, I can't start working until I start working. I love that when she was saying that, which is true. I can't start working till I start working. Because working is just trying the new things. So chat parties. I know somebody, who was it that put that in there, that they want to start doing you know, time management and all those things play into this too, of course, but doing the chat parties, I really stunk the first one I did, but no one trained me. I watched the video that I shared with you guys in the group, and then I just did it. And then I created a mock party for you guys so you could see what it looked like. And then it's just to try it. I have a group in the mock party. If you're not in that mock little chat, let me know and I can put you in there, because I keep adding videos in there from there's a Jewel that I know, Angie Ambrosetti. They have a little group where there's no words that they ever post. It's just the 1-minute video and then a blurb about the bullets about their testimony. And I keep putting those in our mock party too. So we have a whole portfolio of different ones to pick from. And if you haven't done a poll before in the chat, I hadn't done that before either. So I figured it out. You know, and one of them, I had like a funky word and I couldn't get it out of there because it didn't erase, and it looked like a poll with like, it was like JHB or something, and I couldn't get it out of there. So I'm like, that 5th option is not a word. It's just that I don't know how to get it out of here. You know, you just have to do. So how in setting up the chat parties, the second one I was better. The third one was even better that I did. And I was a little more direct with the hostess though. And I called her on the phone and just said, what we don't want is people just thrown in there and not intentionally invited. So, I really want you to invite those that, you talk to and that they want to be in there before you put them in there. And then ask them, do they have that time that they can be intentional and really engage for 15 minutes? And that one went so much better, you guys, when I drew the line in the sand. I said, no one wants to be invited to something if you don't even know what it is. I said, so call them it'll take probably less time to call them on the phone and get them in there and more productive because they're going to actually know what's happening than just being thrown. I was just invited to another party that I wasn't asked to be in. And, I just think it's just a nice way of doing things. The more intentional we are, the better the results. So chat parties, yeah, it takes a little longer than 15 minutes because you have to do a little prep, after the poll, they'll pick kind of what their goals are and then, finding maybe some specific testimonies that meet few of those criteria. And then always the triplex, always the vitamin, the active, and then there's Vital Biome. And then the lean shakes I picked the one time. I kind of varied which ones I post in there, just depends on what their interests are. And then like one time somebody said, I'm really interested in weight loss. Can you tell more about the weight loss? So I just did a little video. I went and grabbed all the stuff in the Renew You combo. I said, this is the best deal, and went through everything. It took me not very long. And that was not even a planned thing. I just thought, I'm just going to show a little video of it. And so, it's just kind of, trying new things. So the chat parties, let's all try and get 1 or 2 before next Wednesday. I think we could. I know Kelly, you have one coming up too, don't you?
I had one, but now she doesn't want to do it until July. Yeah, but yeah. So darn it.
I know.
Still
And you
working on them.
can't make people, but anyway, and what else do you guys have going on? Any wins that you want to share or suggestions? I know Kelly, I think you have 4 ambassadors this month already. Kelly Carlstead, Kelly Hulst, I think you have 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations, because I'm trying to get 3 more. Would you give me some advice?
Have somebody.
Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
I was just gonna say, have somebody do a little party for you, and then just to have the discussion with them.
I left a voice message with my new ambassador from 2 months ago. Talked about getting her products free, and if she doesn't want to put them under her, I'll give her a referral bonus. I just pay her because I can't see her working the business. I'm kind of trying to gear it towards like VIP, like what we're going to be going to. And I'd rather give people like a bag of Slim or $100 if you get 3 people. Give me 3, rather than they have them and they don't want to even learn. So that's how I'm gonna, but she hasn't got back to me. So, but I'm gonna keep trying tomorrow.
So I have a question. I could really use some advice. I have this gal that's signed up the end of last month. And she like won't start the products. Like I'm just like, she was really excited. Like she was like, yes, I need to do this. And like our message threads are like really clear on me, like, okay, just go ahead and start the Slim, just like stage 1, and just tell me how that feels. And I'll talk to you in a couple days, and like, it's just like every time I like check in on her, she's like, I just haven't started yet. I'll let you know when I have some questions. I'm like what? We even sat down and talked for like an hour, 2 hours. Like I got nothing.
What if you just were ask her first? I would say, if you can get her on the phone again, but I would just say, would it be okay if I'm direct? Can I be very direct with you? And then I would just say, what's holding you back? Just point
Yeah.
blank. Ask.
But she said, this is her response when I said, okay, so I said, first she didn't respond to my text for a long time. So I just kind of said, are you getting my text? And then she said, I haven't had a chance to read up or even look at everything yet because I sent her the chart, And then I said, oh, just start with stage 1, half a slim, drink half your weight in ounces of water. Yes, got that. Okay, start with stage 1. Let me know how it goes. Okay. How has it been going? I haven't started yet. Haven't had time to really study the chart.
Oh, my
I'm
word.
home tomorrow to catch up on so much. I'll text you with questions.
She perfects.
It's like a month. It's been a month. So now her sub's going to be pushed out.
Mhm.
Goal. Like, what does she want?
Does she live close?
She lives in Crookston. I sat down with
Drive
her
over and
face
mix it up
and
for
she
her.
signed up.
Yeah,
Huh?
knock on her
You
door.
can drive over and mix it up for her.
Oh gosh. Here's the crazy plexus
Bring
lady.
your kids, and then maybe she'll like say, I'm gonna come over every day with all my kids. Not that your kids are bad,
I
but
should just say, like, do you want to stop by tomorrow?
yeah.
Or I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, and I don't have time to just like, I've like devoted a lot of time to her already, kind
Right.
of.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like we
What are
sat
her
and
goals?
talked face to face for like 2 hours.
Does she want to lose weight? Is that what she wants, or what is she?
No, she doesn't want to wait. She just says like, I haven't had time to study.
No,
The
does
chart.
does she want to lose weight? Like, what's her goal?
Oh, her blood sugar.
Oh, I don't know. You could
So,
tell
do you
her
think it's
Marla
super-
told me they're not gonna work if they don't take them.
Mm.
So Marla's my
You know,
name.
have you noticed any results yet? Oh shoot, that's because you haven't taken them.
Great, you have to take them.
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
It is a
Yeah.
tough one. Maybe she's having buyer's remorse and I don't know.
Or maybe
Something's going on.
suggesting, yeah, hey, you want me to come over and explain more of it to you again?
Or remind her that the 60-day money back is from when it shipped.
Right?
Her
Yeah, that's a
clock
good
is
one.
ticking. Maybe bring that up too, that she's kind of leaving money on the table if she decides against it too. She's
That's
not going
true.
to get her full value out of any of it if that were to happen, but I don't know.
Good point. Yeah, I think I don't know.
It's a hard one.
Is she diabetic? Did you say that?
She's insulin resistant.
So
Oh,
then she doesn't have to take.
So she just knows her blood sugar is just, she's not,
She doesn't have to like separate it from taking her medication.
no, she's not on any meds or anything. She just knows that she's got some insulin resistance
There is
beginning.
Oh, weird.
there's a really good video I watched, and it says how we start slowly when our body starts slowly dying, and it was about insulin resistance, and that triggers so many things in our body
Yeah.
to work less effectively. It was so good. Maybe if you send her something like that.
Well, she knows.
Oh,
She's
does.
like super smart. And you guys, she is like in her 60s. She's never had an antibiotic in her entire life.
Oh, so she's really ingredient smart.
Yeah, she's smart. And she didn't act skeptical at all. Like she was all in. That's what I'm like. I think I think she's stuck in like afraid to just jump, just do it.
So she's getting ready to get ready.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Maybe
And
Tell her
she's
she's living in the past. Knock it off
She's
just because you've never tried this before. Quit living in the past.
Right.
that's it.
It's
Mm.
weird.
Okay, Alyssa appeared out of nowhere. Hi, Alyssa.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Alyssa. And Lisa too. And Lois is on. Well, keep us posted how what you try.
Oh, man. Okay, I will. I'm gonna,
Does she work? What does she?
yeah, she's a ultrasound tech here in Crookston.
Oh, okay.
So the last text I sent her, well, she said, I'll text you with questions. Okay, sounds good. This was Monday. You'll want to go in and change the date of your subscription. I think it's set to run on the 23rd. You might want to push it back since you haven't started yet. So, okay, and then I didn't want you to be overwhelmed with getting too much product. So should I check in and say, any questions yet? Or-
I don't know. Just say maybe, do you have a couple minutes to chat on the phone quick?
Yeah, maybe just talk to her on the phone.
Yeah,
That's probably-
maybe she's
Yeah,
more of a
have
phone.
her read the chart while you're on the phone with her. Maybe.
And maybe the chart
Yeah.
overwhelms her, but just say, it's really simple. Just focus on stage one and you don't really need to study it.
Yeah.
Ask me
just do stage
questions.
one and then tell me how you feel. And then I'll tell you if you should look at stage 2.
Sometimes people are afraid of doing things wrong and then they, all of us
Right.
overthink stuff. So
I
she's probably
know.
thinking, oh, I'm gonna mess something up if I do something wrong.
Or because you mentioned detox, they won't do it anytime because they're afraid like, oh, I can't do it when I work, or I can't do it when
Mhm. Right.
I like have a softball game. I mean, whatever.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't do it when I have to water my flowers. I don't know.
Uh,
I have a
Okay,
question
sorry,
for
I'm
you.
taking up a lot of time.
I have somebody that just sent me a message now. Oh, now I can't get back to you. And she said her hands, feet, face, and something else is tingling. And this is somebody that will not give me any specific answers when I say, what are you taking? When are you taking it? How much?
How long did she start? How long ago?
She's been on and off. Oh my gosh.
You have to get more
That's a
information.
detox?
Yes.
It is. Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Yeah.
She
'Cause I
just
just-
said her doctor told her that she's probably allergic to something.
Well, but you got to find out what she's taking.
Exactly.
And I just found this out today in one of my Jewel chats. And I think Andrea, you knew this. When I heard it, I think I've heard Andrea say this, that stevia is actually in the ragweed family. Did you guys know that?
Mm-mm.
So if you're allergic to ragweed, stevia can be a bothersome.
Well, I've heard people say that they can't have stevia at all.
Yep. But I have a gal that said that for 2 years and then she finally did take it and she's fine.
Didn't Alyssa, didn't you have somebody who said that too? Did she ever take it?
No.
Oh,
We have a lot of other products you could take.
That was Miss Leslie. No.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have any clue what new product we're coming out with. But I missed the Jewel call today because I had the lunch and learn at the exact same time. And they haven't put the recording out yet. So I don't know what's new on there. I'm sure I'll hear something new. But the Shine convention, who's all coming to that? I know Kelly is for Friday. I know Alyssa's driving from Minot.
I'm
Andrea-
not staying overnight though.
See overnight. Okay, I know Leah's coming. Kelly,
I
are
will
you
be there.
coming Friday? Kelly Halst?
no,
No, okay. You're not coming either. Okay. And then Alicia, what did you decide? Did you decide you're coming but not staying, right?
Yep,
Okay. Do you have anyone else coming?
I do not.
Okay. Want to make sure
Is
my room-
Carissa coming? Carissa
It's and
Beckman?
her husband they got a room, I know, but I haven't seen her for a while, so I was gonna message her and double check.
And Laura, it's Laura's anniversary tonight.
Oh, Laura's coming for sure. And then, so I thought we would do the axe throwing on Friday night. And then Saturday, if people don't want to stay, they don't, wouldn't have to, but Saturday, maybe just, I don't know, go out to eat and just kind of chill.
What time on Friday night are we getting together?
I gotta make up the calendar. I was gonna do it today, but that didn't
But
work out.
there's a session Friday night, isn't there?
It's just the gala, and I'm not even gonna go. It's just gonna be weird. Like, I don't want to go to a gala on a Zoom.
Yeah, I was like, how are you doing this? Really?
The
Is
stream
that
mic-
on Zoom?
yeah. That's not a thing.
No,
Yeah.
I just don't think I want to do that. But I noticed a
Yeah.
bunch of other gals were posting about what they were wearing, and I'm like, I just can't get, and
No.
I'm alone. I'm like alone, like none of you guys will be there. So I don't, yeah. So I think we just do that. There's a welcome, and then it's that gala is pretty much all there is on Friday. And then Saturday is the general session opening, and then general session. It's not a lot of time. There's a lot more in a real convention, that's for sure. But I'll know more after I watch the Jewel call, probably. I'm hoping if they touch on it. Kelly, did you find out if it's going to be recorded? Did you ask in that chat?
Well, actually, I did ask in the chat and nobody answered. And then I got it's out in the other fridge, honey, in the styrofoam. I got a call today. This is the second time this happened to me, where corporate called me
Oh,
just to ask if everything was going okay and if I had any questions and if anyone on my team needed anything.
nice.
Nice.
I know, right? So I thought that was kind of goofy when I saw Plexus was calling. I'm like, what? But anyway, I asked him and he didn't know. So he was checking into it.
Yeah, the customer
But
service
he
probably
hasn't
wouldn't.
emailed.
No, and I think events, you have to email events for all the questions, but
Well,
I'll
I
look.
can- I can just look over at my email and see if I got.
Yeah, maybe they always, if we pay for it, they always have the recording there for a while. So I would still register if you guys want to, think you want to watch it after. It's usually very inspiring, but it's always better when you're in person. I mean, who's been to a real one? Kelly has, Gina has, Alicia has. So, I mean, don't you guys agree that the real ones are just so inspiring?
Yeah, it's unreal.
Do they have an agenda? I'm looking for it and I can't find it.
I put it on my post in our Diamond group, Road to Diamond.
Okay.
So if you look in the announcements, I put it on that graphic on the Shine. It talks about the motel, and I just put it in the bottom. It
Announcement.
doesn't really say what they're talking about, but it says the general session or the sessions, what time they are and stuff.
In announcements?
Yeah, it's one of I think I posted it at the end of May. So it's been there a while, or middle of May.
Looking.
Okay, I'm not seeing an email back from him, so.
The opening session might be good to watch though too, don't you think?
Oh yeah, on Friday, I think we need to watch that. Like the
So we'll
gala.
just,
I don't think there's gonna be much. I mean, they're so fun to go to. The gala is so fun. Gina went to that with me. But
2 years ago? About 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, crazy.
So the agenda you put, is it that? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Or
just
like-
read the bottom there where it's on there.
It's just Friday and Saturday. It's not Thursday.
Right, yep.
Okay.
And I just screenshotted what it was from our back office. That's all they had there. So I screenshotted it. So what times do I have, Gina?
Oh, Friday, June 25th, 7 to 8 CST opening. 8:30 to 9:30 CST gala. Opening session is 7 to 8. And then Saturday is 10 to 1 general session. 1:45 to 4:30 closing session. So it's all day Saturday.
Yep. So that's all I know. But they did have another graphic in our ambassador page, I noticed, of all the different speakers and different
You take those pills?
people that are going to be presenting. So, but it's always good. It's always good information. And so,
The opening session would be over at 8, and then you guys are going to go through axes.
yep.
Can I come?
Don't you guys think that'd be fun? I thought you were coming.
I've been out of the loop. little bit.
Where are you, Gina?
You're
I'm in
back in the
Minnesota right
loop.
now. Yeah.
You're in where?
Moms.
I'm at my mom's in Grand Forks,
Oh, when do you go home?
July 6th.
Oh, well, aren't you
Mhm.
coming?
Yeah. I had paid for going to this thing, the whatchamajigger thing, the real one. And I think I got my money back actually for that, since it wasn't in person. But I won't be staying there probably, because I'm probably just stay here. Unless Marla makes me.
I'm so mean. I make you do so many things.
Alyssa, are you staying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
there or
driving
with
back and
me.
forth.
Well, I know. I mean, there or with me.
She's
I don't
staying
know.
in my
Marla
room.
didn't tell me if Greg's coming or not, but I don't want to kick
No.
him out.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be happy if I tell him he doesn't have to come.
Jason doesn't want to come.
So, Lisa, are you coming?
Who did you say that to?
I'm getting my grandkids for 4 days.
Oh,
And that's over that time. So I won't be able to come.
Nope, that would be tough.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have appropriate stuff for your grandkids to do. That would keep
No,
them
I don't think so. Sorry, I wish I
They could
could
go
come.
swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else, ladies? We'll meet again next week. Anyone have goals that you need help with or anything that you need from me? Let me know. And yeah. Alrighty.
okay.
Good night.
Okay.
Nighty night.
Thanks.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.